Okay. Where have I been? I've been busy. I've been occupied. I got a pretty decent independent film gig that was paying a hot bit. My 3D printer's back up and running. Everything's going good. Things are going well. And in all this time when I've been occupied under a rock playing shows, the 500 block is about to fuck your heads up with so much new material. We just set in stone a release date for a brand new single. It is coming out July 7th. That's right, you heard it here first. July 7th, the 500 block will be dropping a brand new single for you. And then we literally kind of blinked and wound up with an entire album's worth of material. Whether we release it all in a collection or not, it remains to be seen. We're still feeling that out. But each song will indeed be released with its own little bit of media behind it. Either a video, a visualizer, maybe a video and a visualizer. Nobody wrote rules on how to do this musician thing. If we want to make a music video for a song that's a year old, 2 years old, or a few months old, or a few weeks old, or not even released, we can do that. You know why? Because despite what anybody tells you, my fellow musician friends out there, despite what anybody tells you, my fellow artisans, there are no rules to how this thing we call life goes. I mean, we have societal rules that separate us from the animals, certainly, but even those, like a man-made rule about a street, jaywalking. A lot of the times it's just a recommendation, strictly enforced by another human. That's not the case in art. Maybe in the higher upper echelons where you have to play ball by a certain set of stature, by a certain rule, by a certain set of parameters. I get that. When you're dealing with millions of dollars, you definitely gotta play ball, so to speak. And the plan is something everybody involved all has to be on the same page regarding. Otherwise, you get big shit shows. And God knows we've all seen enough of that in art, where there are too many cooks in a kitchen, too many ideas flowing, and then the thing just falls apart. Well, here's the cool thing about the 500 block. And this is why I kind of love having a group of dudes with opinions and influences. It's for the exact opposite reason of, this is what blows my mind. In larger scale productions, major movies, things like that, bands with millions of dollars or even just thousands of dollars in artist development behind them are often set up to have a set way of doing things or an expectation for how they should do things. We are only setting those expectations on ourselves. There's nobody above us. We're an independent as fuck band. We're still technically a new band, so to speak. Yeah, we've been around publicly for like 3 years or whatever, but So that's that. I just wanted to let you guys know the 500 block is in a great place, and that we kind of just blinked and wound up with all this material for a new album. So in the coming weeks, in the coming months, in the coming days, you will have so much new hotness to enjoy. That is my promise to you. Now, I've been sitting around chatting about putting out something on October, or around October, on Halloween rather. What are words? And it's still on track to happen. It's probably just going to be a song and a music video, but hey, be grateful. Be grateful you're even getting... Come on. Work with me here. Let's build up a little bit of hype so by the time Halloween rolls around and that link hits the social medias out of absolutely fucking nowhere, you can blow it up. You can tell the world. That's right. So that's on track. 500 blocks on track. My special effects shit's going well. The 3D printing thing is finally fucking back and operational. What else have I not updated you guys on? Oh yeah, if you want to listen to the full versions of this show, you have got to go to subcultureradio.com. That is where they air in full. That is where they air consistently. That is where they air generally. On YouTube, it's kind of another story. It's kind of up to my whimsy and whatever the hell I feel like doing. In this case, this one's going on YouTube. And I'll tell you why. Because I have missed the boat with all of this new news. Ladies and gentlemen, I realize every greasy-faced YouTuber that can't turn their mic up has already covered the litany of information behind Mortal Kombat 1. But I have not. I've been asked by a lot of people what my opinions are on the cinematic trailer, what my opinions are on this. And I'll tell you what, I am enamored by what I'm seeing. I am captivated by the visuals in this cinematic trailer. I am very curious to know where this story plays off. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the general ones and twos of what information is available as of now regarding this game, and then I'll get into my commentary on it and whatnot. So, for those of you who have not been keeping up, or those of you who, like I, have been living under a rock, otherwise occupied, Mortal Kombat 1 has been announced by NetherRealm Studios, Warner Brothers Games. Hell yeah, babies. Now, this is going to loosely, now, we're going to get into this little topic. This is something I want to touch on at the end, but continuing off of where Mortal Kombat 11 laid off and ended, where Fire God Liu Kang had basically taken control of all time. The Chronica's Hourglass was his to tinker and toy with, to reshape all of existence and eternity in a new timeline in his image, how he saw fit, or how he saw necessary. This picks up, apparently, right after that. Not right after, but relatively after. Where we are in the new throes of a brand new universe where certain characters that we may know as a certain thing are not. Certain characters we may know to play certain roles are not. And various good guys will be turned on their heads. Various bad guys get turned on their heads. The expectations are high for Mortal Kombat 1 amongst most of the fan base, I would say. Especially after the cinematic trailer dropped, it's just been a dirge of information. These character models, beautiful. I love them. It's insane. The remodel for Sub-Zero and Scorpion, the fact that they look like kind of loose palette swaps of one another, I love. The look for Kitana, Melina, beautiful. Fire God Liu Kang, awesome. Shang Tsung looked great. Raiden looks interesting. Looks like a monk. I thought Kenshi, when Kenshi was also revealed in a gameplay trailer, along with a couple other cameo fighters. Now, what are cameo fighters? We'll touch on that in just a moment. But Kenshi, I thought looked exactly like Cole Young. I'm not going to play you. He looked, for that split second, just watch the gameplay trailer where it's him and Johnny Cage spouting off at one another. By the way, I like that finally Johnny Cage looks kind of ugly. And I think it was intentional. He's not the best looking guy, but he's good enough to be an action movie star. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think they're leaning into some very interesting, cool things aesthetically. But Kenshi's face model looks straight up like Cole Young. Straight up. From the Mortal Kombat 1 2021 movie, of which the sequel is currently in production, and we will get into some news on that as well. But, cameo fighters, my guys. So, there's a new mechanic that has been introduced into this fresh game that if you've played Mortal Kombat 9, you may be loosely familiar with. If you're loosely familiar with any sort of tag team fighting mechanics, this is relatively similar, except they're not full-bore secondary characters. we're talking like assists, where from like you would hold a right trigger and press one of the directionals on the D-pad, and you will trigger an assist move, one of 4 assist moves. I'm assuming there will be more than 4 things that these fighters can do. In fact, I know that there's more than just 4 moves that these cameo fighters can do, because they have like their own fatalities and all kinds of things. The cameo fighter element has been deeply woven into the programming of the game, so much so that there is no 1v1, so to speak. At least I have not seen any 1v1. As of this fucking recording, there is no 1v1 mode. It is all this sort of cameo setup, which I do not mind, and I am anxious to see how it plays out. Because back in the Mortal Kombat 9 days, when your boy was lethal as Noob Saibot and won a tournament or 2, there was this tag team thing, and it was fun as hell, quite frankly. I also loved the whole character assist thing that you could also do in like challenge towers and certain games. If memory strikes me correct, MK11 had some of this. And now it is a full-bore, fully woven-in mechanic to this brand new game. So what we know is there will be your standard cinematic story mode, of course. Hell yeah, awesome. It's going to look like a movie that you just fight through. I can't wait. I just bought a brand new 4K TV. I'm about to buy a PS5. That's right, I'm a caveman. And I'm excited. So we're getting that cinematic mode, which is going to be beauty. We are getting the classic, classic. I'm assuming challenge towers will be a thing. I'm assuming there will be an online mode. What we are not getting, though, is a staple of the Mortal Kombat franchise since the 3D era, and that is the Crypt, meaning there will be a brand new unlockable system. And Ed Boon has gone so far as to confirm this much, that there is a brand new unlockable system in Mortal Kombat 1 that is not the Crypt. Yeah, so here's what I'm hoping. Now, I'm hoping the mechanics for the Crypt in MK11, the whole Shang Tsung's Island thing, where you just kind of roam around and it's like a role-playing game. It's like a little exploring RPG where you're playing the Crypt guy, running around finding stuff. It had doses of Conquest mode in it there. And those of you who don't know what Conquest mode, educate yourselves. Conquest mode was I'll tell you what it is, but educate yourselves, because it was some of the coolest shit for a Mortal Kombat fan in the 2D era. The Armageddon Conquest mode, the whole thing where you get to go between all the realms, you get to see all the realms, you get to walk around all the realms, and you get to interact with some characters that aren't even in the game. You get to interact with basically the entire Mortal Kombat I hate to call it franchise, but the entire roster is basically found in various degrees. So what I'm hoping is that loose mechanic style that was utilized in MK11 as the Crypt and not as a Conquest mode, I'm hoping that will be the basis for a new Conquest mode, and then whatever this new unlockable system is will be its own thing. It could be its own fucking thing, whatever it is. God, I hope it isn't loot boxes. If it is boxes and oh my God. It's also been confirmed there will be no gear variations. So it's like skin swaps, and that's the extent of it. Like recolors and whatnot, palette swaps, but that's the extent of it. Another bit of fun little news for MK1 is that if you pre-order now, you will get the exclusive Shang Tsung DLC, as well as, if you pre-order, you can get your hands on, it's a digital item, the Jean-Claude Van Damme Johnny Cage skin. No, you are not hallucinating. No, I didn't read that wrong. That's exactly what's happening, guys. We've come full circle. We have come full circle. Do you like my Spider-Man shirt? You like my Spider-Man shirt? We'll talk about Spider-Man in a second. After all the Mortal Kombat shit. Guys. The character that inspired Johnny Cage's very fucking existence. Jean-Claude Van Damme. The man who was supposed to actually portray Johnny Cage before that all fell through in favor of I think it was in favor of either a Street Fighter the movie game or a Bloodsport game. I don't remember. I remember Jean-Claude Van Damme was in talks for the thing. This is how the story goes. And then there was another game company that came around, just kind of wooed him. And then they got Daniel Pesina to just beat Johnny Cage. Because fuck it, he's a martial artist, right? Let's do it. So, we have come full circle. That's right. So, Johnny Cage, who has been confirmed as a cameo and as a playable character from the gameplay trailer, as was Kenshi. Another cameo fighter who we saw was Stryker, of all fucking people. Stryker, with the power of gun, is coming back. And he looks beautiful, like MK3 Stryker, too, so no complaints. That's the other thing. A lot of the character models are just downright beautiful, man. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot going on here. An all-immersive story campaign where we're gonna see your favorite Mortal Kombat characters like you've never seen them before. Why does this just, like, blank? Cameo fighters. Choose from a unique roster of cameo fighting partners to assist you in battle. That's right, kids. Oh, that's cool. What else is on their website? Let's take a little look-see. Anything cool? Ooh, there's a link here to MK 30th anniversary. What is this? What, you need to know that I'm not fucking 12? Okay, there. I was born in 1926. Look at this. They got some pretty art here. Oh, and we got a little message. Oh, okay. So this is their anniversary site for... Wow, okay. That's interesting that they made a website exclusively to celebrate the 30 years of Mortal Kombat. However, there's just like... It's got just MK11 stuff here. Oh, that's neat. Look at this. Character timelines. Oh, they added them from MK4. That's beautiful. And they're transparent, so if you know how to fucking do the thing... Oh, look at that. There he is. There he is. There's my mans. There's my mans. Check him out, man. Super Shredder mans. Sorry. Wow. Interesting how it does kind of celebrate the thing. MK Collective. Does this just go to their... Oh, this is cool. This is cool. It's almost like a guy who makes shitloads of Mortal Kombat costuming would be right at home here. Isn't that something? Hey, hashtag MK Collective. Need a new ambassador? I don't see a lot of Lin Kuei representation in here. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I see a lot of Scorpion. I don't see a lot of Lin Kuei representation. I don't see a lot of Black Dragon representation. How about my 2021 Cabal cosplay? How about that? That fucking earth-shattering thing. How about the past 10 years? I'm getting off track here. They have a media section, a store. Oh, cool. It's just their Amazon. Anybody that wants Miami Dolphin Sub-Zero? There he is, $40. Anybody want Naked Spawn? There he is, $30. Want the world's worst Scorpion costume? There it is. Is that a butt plug? Oh, Pop Socket. Yeah, Pop Socket. God, man, this merch is so lazy. This merch is particularly lazy. I'm not gonna lie. So let's go back. I do think it's very funny that they don't have their store linked here because, speaking of Mortal Kombat 1, I would just like to extend a great big thank you to WB Shop for so promptly getting me this. Let me get this mic out of the way. Check it out. They got the right size. They got the right size and everything. Now, it's funny that this arrived like a day or two ago. Let's look at that mask. See that mask? Because your boy literally just finished that mask. All that's left is I got to put some straps on it. Look at him. He's beautiful. This is arguably a new favorite for me. A new favorite Sub-Zero wise. The lack of blue is interesting, but we'll see. We'll see how the palette swaps look. I may experiment with making a blue and black one just for funsies. But I did want to express my complete and utter thanks to Warner Brothers for so promptly getting me that fucking shirt. There's also a Scorpion one, which very interestingly enough has a Lin Kuei symbol at the bottom, which is Sub-Zero's clan. Little hint, maybe things aren't as we expected them to be. So, as we're talking MK1, that's what we know right now. But let's keep it in the Mortal Kombat wheelhouse while I got you here. Mortal Kombat 2, the film, the sequel to Mortal Kombat 2021, is currently in production. That's right, motherfuckers. It has been confirmed by Todd Gardner himself, producer man. But we've also got some casting news for MK2. Pardon it being clipped out. Shao Kahn has been cast. King Jared has been cast. Quan Chi has been cast. And we have Kitana. That isn't being played by CeCe Stringer. Interesting, isn't it? So, New Line has rounded out its cast for Mortal Kombat 2 with Martin Ford, Desmond Chaim, sorry if I fucking butcher these, Anna Nudian, and Damon Herman. Neat. Ford will play Shao Kahn, and quite frankly, look at him. He's the big beefy guy with the tattoos on his head. Don't you just... He just kind of screams Shao Kahn. Perfect casting, I hope. Let's hope he can act. That's... I've never seen anything he can do. If he can basically be a big crazy meathead who just rattles off Shakespearean-like war quotes, I'm on board. I'm on board. That's Shao Kahn, who also simultaneously feels the need to tell people how much they suck. Yeah, I like it. I like it. King Jared has been cast by, let's see, who's he playing? Desmond Chaim, this guy from Joyride. This guy with the happy face to the, let's see. Yeah, there you go. In the gray. And Nugent is Queen Sindel. Oh, that's right. She's Sindel? Interesting. Well, I know I said Kitana, but there is a new Kitana. She has been cast. Along with a new Jade and Carl Urban. Carl fucking Urban as Johnny Cage. That's right. That's right. And everyone's that has seen this has been like, oh, he's a little old. No, he's perfect. He's perfect, and you're going to shut your hole. Like, understand what the character of Johnny Cage is supposed to be. He's supposed to be a washed up, kind of past his prime, action movie guy who wants to prove himself in spite of the whole world thinking he's a fake. He doesn't need to be young to do that. And plus, he can handle his own. Stunt-wise, man can handle his own. And if he doesn't want to do the stunts, it's the easiest fucking character to cast a stunt guy for. Carl Urban is so easy to get a stunt double for. There are so many Carl Urban types in the stunt double field. Don't sweat it. He's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, I hope. I've been asked if I'm contributing anything this time around, and no comment. I have nothing to say besides I'm interested as a fan, and I'm really hopeful that these guys, that the team doing MK2 can elevate this film franchise to the heights that it deserves and belongs at, while simultaneously satiating the fans. The fans are number one, but they're also the harshest critics. So that is what it is. And we're just going to have to hope. Pardon me, I'm sweaty. We're just going to have to hope that with this new writer, Jeremy Slater, who penned Moon Knight, which was pretty decent, if you ask me, and having Atomic Monsters, you know, it says right here, the producers are James Wan, Michael Clear, and Broken Roads, Todd Gardner, McQuaid, and E. Brennett Walsh. Okay, there are a lot of cooks in the kitchen. Noticeably absent from the producer thing, from the producer's credits, Larry Kazanoff, who I feel may have been gifted a vanity credit in the last film, because I'm not certain how much producing he really did. I know he was embroiled in a bit of a legal battle over ownership for the elements of the Mortal Kombat franchise that he and Threshold Productions very much so did kind of create. There were a lot of characters, things like that were not very much so developed in any way other than a couple lines of text on a screen, and Threshold Entertainment realized a lot of those characters much more fully by way of animation, live-action TV shows, internet streaming things, if you remember that, live tours, and so on. It goes on and on and on. And so I know Mr. Kazanoff may have been gifted a vanity production credit on MK 2021, but he's nowhere to be seen here. Unless I'm wrong, we're gonna look on IMDb. Not that this is the holy fucking Bible, you know. Now let's see. All cast and crew. Interesting. Ed Boon, John Tobias, and Jeremy Slater are writing. Hold on. Let's get in there. What in the fuck? There we go. Let's do that. Miserable dickhead. Cool. Sonya Blade's coming back. Jessica McNamee. Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. It's not rumored. It appears to be happening. Martin Ford as Shao Kahn. Hiroyuki Sanada is coming back as Scorpion. Damon Herman as Quan Chi. Shin Han returns as Shang Tsung. Tati Gibernetti, whatever, is Jade. Anna Nunyan is Sindel. Louis Tan is back as Cole Young. God, they just put him all the way at the bottom there. Oh, here's your new Kitana / Melina, if they go that route. Adeline Rudolph. Cool. Desmond Chaim as Chaim? I don't know. King Jared. Joe Taslim is back as Noob Saibot / Bihan, thank God. McCad Brooks, thank fuck, is back as Jax. Ludi Lin, Liu Kang, and Tadanobu Asano, Lord Raiden. Hell yeah. Now let's look at these producers. Michael Clear, Todd Gardner, Simon McQuaid, E. Bennett Walsh, James Wan. Not a single mention of Mr. Larry Kazanoff. Oh, who's doing the fucking... Here's what I want to know. Luke? Okay, cool. Here's what I want to know. I want to know who the fuck is... Whomst. Damn, no information. That's a shame. Well, Carl Urban, Johnny Cage, Star Power. Here's Toddy Boy himself confirming that off we go. I'm thrilled to start, and trust me, we've listened. He speaks on the sequel. We've learned from the mistakes and are committed to making the best MK2 possible. I 100% support everyone's right to their opinion, but I have the right to not be abused and will block you, so let's have an amazing ride. Yeah, don't be a dick. Don't be a dick to Todd. Todd's a nice guy. Todd's very nice. My very limited interactions with him have been very pleasant. I like him. He's a good guy. He gets it. Stunts currently underway. You know what I did notice about that casting list? Somebody's missing. You know who's missing? 2 people, not just CC Stringer as Melina, who, sure, is dead. But apparently Josh Lawson is coming back as Kano. Now, he's not on the IMDb, but I have reason to believe he will be coming back. And I have reason to believe that Kung Lao is going to be coming back. Max Huang is coming back as a Revenant. So if they're coming back, where's Cabal? Where's Daniel Nelson? One of arguably the better stunt dudes out there in that area where they're trying to film this fucking thing. Where's Daniel Nelson? Even if he's not as Cabal, give him another masked role. Not hard. I gotta stick up for my fucking guy. 'Cause, like, feels like my boy's been left in the dirt. Now, not just MK1 news, not just MK2 news, but there is a fourth, that's right, a fourth animated Mortal Kombat film is coming your way in the form of Mortal Kombat Legends Cage Fight. That's right, kids. The full voice cast and plot has been revealed, so I'm going to break this down for you, and then we'll talk a little Spider-Verse, maybe. Maybe we'll do that in the next episode after I see The Flash, and we'll talk about both of those once I'm not really at risk of spoiling anything for any of you. You know what? That sounds better. Let's do that. So, IGN can exclusively reveal, fuck you IGN, H7 is revealing the full voice cast, plot synopsis, and an exclusive first look photo at Mortal Kombat Legends Cage Fight match. I keep trying to call it Cage Fight. The sequel to 2020's MK Legends Scorpion's Revenge, 2021's MK Legends Battle of the Realms, and 2022's Mortal Kombat Legends Snowblind. Beautiful. The hope is that this thing's going to come out around October, but we will see. We will see. Now, based on the video game created by Ed Boon and John Tobias, the full-length animated film's crew includes director Ethan Spalding and supervising producer Rick Morales, Jeremy Adams, who is actually the writer of the past 3 films. He's now back as the screenwriter. Executive producers are Sam Register and NetherRealm Studios' own Ed Boon. Well. Here's your exclusive first look for those of you watching me on YouTube. If not, look it up on IGN. That's that. Now, the cast. Joel McHale himself is returning to voice Johnny Cage. That's right. While the Dirty Dancing star Jennifer Grey voices herself in her feature-length animated film debut, I guess. Yeah, she's not an animation actor, right? She's not a voice actor. Anyway, this cast apparently also includes the late Gilbert Gottfried. Interesting. I wonder how that worked out. Joel McHale as Johnny Cage, Jennifer Grey as herself, so I guess there's going to be some Dirty Dancing references. Dusan Brown as Chuck Golden. No clue who that is. What are words? Gray DeLise as Kia. Interesting choice of characters. Robin Downs as Shinnok. Okay. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this. Fuck it, I'll try it. Falal. Cool. As Jakata. Another weird selection. Gilbert Godfrey as David Doubly. Weird. Kelly Hugh as Ashura. Very cool. Matt King is the concierge. Phil Lamar is Brian Van Jones. Oh, Phil Lamar. Oh, cool. The Green Lantern. Matthew Mercer is the director/bully. Dave B. Mitchell is Raiden. And Armen Taylor is Master Boyd. Interesting, Master Boyd. MK1 sort of little nod there. According to the official plot synopsis, Mortal Kombat Legends Cage Match is a period piece set in both Hollywood and NetherRealm. Neon lights, suits with shoulder pads, jumping from explosions in slow motion in 1980s Hollywood. action star Johnny Cage, Joel McHale, is looking to become an A-lister. But when his co-star, Jennifer Grey, goes missing from set, oh, I get it, Johnny finds himself thrust into a world filled with shadows, danger, and deceit. As he embarks on a bloody journey, Johnny quickly discovers the City of Angels. Has more than a few devils in its midst. I saw that line coming and I hated it. He faces off against a sinister secret society plotting a nefarious scheme. Who the fuck wrote this? An AI? But the brutal fight against the bloodthirsty warriors of the Netherrealm is just beginning. Can Johnny Cage, alongside other combat legends, save humanity? And more importantly, his career? Interesting. Hey, let's look at some weird photos. It's Chris Casamassa, the cover for MK Legends, and I forgot the name of the guy who plays Scorpion in the Machinima miniseries that just makes me angry every time I watch it because it's so cheap. The ill-fated... Wait, what did they just describe it as? An ill-inspired cartoon. That's lovely. Fuck you. Fuck you royally. Ah, yes, the journey begins. If you have not treated yourself to this, you need to search out Mortal Kombat: The Journey Begins. Take a fat fucking edible, and then watch the actual Mortal Kombat movie from '95. Just go through that experience, because holy shit. Holy shit. Ain't that something. Defenders of the Realm, one of my favorite fucking things. I actually own an animation cell of Luke Perry as Sub-Zero's character. One of the original animation cells. Really awesome highlight and silver linings to my recollecting days. Oh, God, don't remind us about Annihilation. Mortal Kombat Conquest. God, if Conquest hadn't been canceled, what might have been. That first season's awesome, though. If you love Mortal Kombat 1 and you still have a weird love for Annihilation and that era, check this out. This is what I was talking about, where Threshold Entertainment kind of just took the Mortal Kombat characters and franchise and built something out of it. They made these characters into way more than they were, gave them personality, gave them style, gave them flavor, gave them spice, made them nice, and then presented them in front of everybody. And quite frankly, I love this show. For all of its cringe and cheesiness and its great fighting, all of it, awesome all around. I love it. What else do we got here? We're not doing that. Mortal Kombat Rebirth. Want to know something fun about Mortal Kombat Rebirth? It's a short film that was supposed to be a pitch to Warner Brothers by Kevin Tancharian to get the ball rolling again on a big Mortal Kombat movie. And although everybody seemed to love it, it didn't get the movie going. It got that web series going. It got 1, 2, and an unreleased third season, all produced, released, excluding the third season. This short film, MK Rebirth, is the beginning of that. And then we got MK 2021, which I can't help but wonder how many elements in that script carry over from Warner Brothers' original script that Kevin Tancharian was supposed to be attached to. I remember James Wan was attached to direct, and then it fell into a producer role. I wonder how many of those elements from those prior scripts worked their way into the hodgepodge clusterfuck that some of you consider MK 2021 to be. I wonder, because this is Warner Brothers MK. MK Legacy is what we got following up from Rebirth. It basically doesn't follow the new continuity established in Rebirth. Although a bunch of the guys reprise their roles, it acts instead as a prequel to the original game, with each Season 1 episode fleshing out the backstory of a different combatant. Season 2 was a real departure, and it kind of sucked out loud. And we have where we are now with these, the animated films, Mortal Kombat Legends. And quite frankly, who doesn't love it? On top of our live-action counterpart here. So, that's that, guys. Just wanted to give you the update on Mortal Kombat, because your Mortal Kombat boy has been so occupied elsewhere that, quite frankly, I haven't really had the time or ability to sit down and do the thing. You know what I mean? I haven't really had the time to... Oh, look, they're still advertising Battle of the Realms. That's interesting. Oh, you go to MK2. That's what it does. 2 cinematic stories. All 37 fighters. Friendship! Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Man, I gotta get my ass on the MK Collective. This shit should be illegal. How am I getting left out in the dirt here, boys? Ugh, I don't understand it. I understand that maybe I'm not the most likable guy. I understand that I'm a little rough around the edges. I understand. But you know what I don't understand? I've given my entire life to a fandom. For better or worse. And it has paid off for me multifold. I get to dress up as a bootleg Sub-Zero and pay my rent. That alone is beautiful. That alone, I gotta keep reminding myself, guys. I gotta keep reminding myself how good I really have it in regards to entertainment. I got a band where I can express myself. I got a band of other dudes who also love to express themselves with me. I got creative outlets out the yin-yang, like radio shows, live performances, special effects. When I choose to get back into wrestling and shake off my ring rust, I'll have that. There's so much that I have at my fingertips, and so little of it is being utilized. Excluding the 500 block, we have finally kicked our asses into gear and are doing the thing. But as far as like underlined goes, and as far as my special effects work goes, I'm working on a much more selective basis, and it causes me to often forget how awesome things are, how awesome you guys are for giving a shit about anything I think or do. Anything that I put out in the world, it's a crapshoot. You know, you never know if it's going to hit, especially this show on YouTube. I mean, God, look at the views. It's abysmal compared to the hundreds that we can do on Subculture Radio, which it sucks. It's just the audio. But if people want to engage and see the thing, they got to come to the YouTube, and I don't know. Maybe the trick is consistency with all of these things. That's what I'm starting to believe, that consistency is the rule of the road. And although I said at the very top of the hour that consistency and that rules don't exist in this fucking game. Rules don't exist when it comes to how you do anything, how you put anything out. But consistency, although it's not necessary for all projects, because a lot of projects do the here's the release and then we disappear thing. I do that. 500 block kind of does that. Where when you hear from us, it's because we have something to say. But consistency. I am starting to learn and grow and evolve, as all should. As anybody in this business, if you do not evolve and grow every year, every month, every week, if you are not constantly fixing your own mistakes, learning from them, and then doing your damnedest to not repeat them, what are you doing? You're just treading water. Learn, evolve, grow, update, be better. That's what I want to leave you guys with. Just anytime that you get down on yourself, think about maybe the silver linings in your life, in your career maybe, and remind yourself, it could be way worse. Maybe it has been way worse. I fucking know for me, it has been way worse. It has been so much worse. So, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls of all ages, asshats in the chat, I love you. I love all of you. This has been Radio Respects. I am H7, and I will see you again. So, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and we'll catch each other soon. What do you say? In the meantime, go enjoy some Mortal Kombat. Next time we get together, we're going to talk about Spider-Verse. We're going to talk about The Flash, whether it's a dumpster fire or not. And then we're going to go, hopefully there'll be some more Mortal Kombat news. We'll see where we're at. I got a lot fucking to show you guys. I got a lot to get into. So there's not going to be any shortage of content coming up. Don't worry about that. It's just a matter of what do I want to cover. What do I want to cover? I have a feeling that one of the 500 block guys will be in here to help promote one of the new singles. So look forward to that. Anyway, I'm rambling. I love you. I've been H7. This is Radio Respects live on subcultureradio.com. Have a dope day or don't. It's up to you.